Okay, I'm gonna try to, excuse me, show you quickly how you can use your makeup. So this is the 3D brush. I use this, I actually don't use this brush. I use the Buff and Bronze, or not brush, blush and bronzer. Excuse me for coming in to you live from my bathroom. But very similar. Mine's dirty. This one is not. So, I'm going to send you a compact that's similar to this one. It has two sides to it. So if you want to expand your collection, you can use the second side. Mine is a little bit bigger than the one I'm sending you, but all of the tins will come like this, and you just slip the tin out like this and slide them right into your compact. They're magnetic, so they just slip in. Yours will probably look like this, I think that's the size I'm sending you. So in my compact, I have my main foundation shade, my brightening foundation shade. They don't look a whole lot different, but you can kind of see that this one's a little bit more neutral. This one has a little bit different coloring in it, I guess. This is my contour, my blush, illuminator, and then I do have another contour that's a lighter shade that I use for concealing some redness. And then I have, these are demi shades. So we'll skip going over those for now. This is my, what do you call it? Vanilla dust. It's kind of like, if you're not used to shine, this is like a setting powder, but I typically don't use it a whole lot, even though it looks like I do. Typically, I might put it on my nose or underneath my eyes. And then I have two blushes and a bronzer over here. This is a brush cleaning tile that I have in there as well. And I don't know if I said that this is also a blush right here. So I would put this bigger end, kind of just tap. The biggest thing people need to get used to is just a very light application. So you can swirl like this, you can just swipe, and then you can also dab it on like this. But with just using one color to make it easy, I would probably just do that, right? So just like this, and swipe and just apply. The other thing you can do is if you feel like you need a little bit more coverage, I don't like to put a lot of makeup under my eyes because it tends to crease. But if it's looking cakey at all, you're probably just using too much. I'm going to dip into, as I'm getting ready for the day, I'm going to dip into my contour and go over my nose. This is where I have my redness that I can't stand. So it just kind of tones it down a little bit. And then I'm just going to see how I'm pressing like this. That's all I'm doing, just pressing in. Now I'm going to go over, actually, I'm also using my lighter shade, so just kind of ignore that. But if you decide you love the makeup and you want to kind of get in a little bit, maybe more advanced, your lighter shade goes here, down your nose and front, and then just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to draw like a V. But again, I hope I'm not confusing you. You just have the one color, so that one color can go all over your face. All right, I'm just gonna look to the side in my big mirror. Stippling, that's what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm like really pressing hard, but you don't have to press hard when I'm going like doing in a hurry. I feel like I'm more aggressive. So anyway, you can swipe, you can press. The point of this makeup is to not have to do a lot of layers. So if you wanted to, like, you could kind of avoid the contour line, but right now I typically just put it on in a big old hurry, and so I'm just swiping and pressing and going for it. But all right, so there's my main shade all over. Then I'm going to take this and just kind of pick up a little bit in here. You don't need much. And you see kind of where that the line is right here? That's where I'm putting my contour. The other thing you can do is use your finger, because then you can kind of feel where that cheekbone is there. But that's where I'm putting it. And I swipe or flipped my brush over to put it there. Okay, so let's go on this side. Because we live in, you know, frigid, cold Wisconsin, sometimes if you just hold your finger on it, or hold a hairdryer over it a little bit, it'll kind of melt and get creamy. So if you notice that it's kind of, as I'm not looking in the mirror here, figuring out where to put that, if it gets a little dry or solid, I mean, it's supposed to be solid, but if it's not going on as creamy as you want, just kind of put your finger on it and melt it a little bit, and or use a hairdryer to melt it. Okay, so again, we're going to go into here, or you can use the bigger end for your forehead. I've got a big forehead, so I put my contour all the way up, and so my point is just to leave this spot here open and bright. So I'm contouring everywhere else to create shadows to make my face like more condensed and my cheekbones in. And then you can also bring it down here to define your chin and cheek, and then I just go down with it. Okay, now a lot of people skip blush, but blush is where you are going to liven up your face. Also, just additional note, I'm going to tap into here. You can contour your nose and make your nose a little bit slimmer. You can kind of see where I put that, just sliding down the bridge of my nose, or not bridge, the sides of my nose. And then if you take your foundation shade, kind of take that lighterness, I'm making up new words, the lighter shade, and just slim your nose. There. Okay, now I'm gonna go into, I've been loving, these are well, they're a mess in my compact, but I've been using these too as kind of like a fall color. These are from our scent collection, so they smell really good, but I don't think there's a lot left of these. But anyway, I just got a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to tap it right above that contour line, and then just press it in. And it goes on, like, I feel like it's really heavy right now, but give it just a few minutes and it's going to absorb right into my skin. So I like to put it on a little bit darker, and then it just absorbs. So I'll go on this side and look at my mirror behind here. I kind of get the apples, but I don't go further than like my pupil. So keep your blush out of this area right here. Now the good thing is, if you see how that just kind of brightened up my face, this lighting in here is horrible. So don't go by your bathroom lighting for anything, because I feel like, oh my gosh, Under eyes are crazy. But good thing about cream makeup is that it's all working together to create your foundation. So if for some reason like your contour goes low, just take your highlight color and clean it up. Or if your blush goes a little crazy, just, you know, flip it over, take a little bit of your contour and, or not contour, your highlight, and clean it up. So that's about it for what you have. I'm gonna put, since I talked about it, a little bit of that vanilla dust. This is where I tend to get shiny. I like glowy, I don't like shiny. So there. I don't have any eyeshadow on. I just have top level, oh, my hair, my upper lashes. I have that mascara on, but see how that blush just kind of worked itself right in there and just gives me this natural, like I feel like I'm pretty natural, but I just blended kind of my different colors in my face. So you shouldn't feel sticky. If you're if you're feeling sticky or tacky, you're just using too much product. But that's it. So I probably made this a whole lot longer than I needed to, but I hope that helped. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm going to be sending out that palette and some skincare samples ASAP. All right. Talk to you later.